Hey guys, I have a story in this video. Hope you don't mind. I'll still try to make it pretty brief though. So this week has been crazy. It's a little bit of a personal story why production has been really slow this week. Maybe you didn't notice, but I certainly noticed. I feel like I haven't gotten like nearly enough work done this week. So just kind of going down the list. We had a bunch of rain here in California and LA, and part of my wall got a little bit flooded. So I have the maintenance guy coming in here this week. He already came, but like we need to get like the actual wall people in here now to fix the wall. So that still needs to be done. My mom's got some move thing going on, so I'm trying to figure that out with her. It's kind of like maybe she's moving, maybe not. I got some dental stuff that came up. My freaking gym where I train Muay Thai, and I'm not complaining about this stuff. It's kind of funny how much stuff all came up randomly in a week. I'm just letting you know why production has been slow. But, don't worry about me. Everything's going to be fine. But at the gym, I'm friends with the owner and a number of the coaches there. Most of the coaches there I'm friends with. And there's been a little bit of an issue, a little bit of drama between a coach there and someone else staffing. So it's been a thing. I've had the owner calling me, like trying to explain what's going on and stuff. People asking my advice on what to do. And yeah, it's been a bit of a week. Oh, here's the craziest part, though. Excuse me, I'm stuttering because I'm thinking to myself, do I really want to tell you guys this part of the story? I'll tell you very briefly. So going back to the wall being kind of rained in and wet and all that, when the maintenance guy came in here to look at the wall, it was in my kitchen. And I cleaned off, like, I had some stuff in front of that wall, like my toaster, for example, that I wanted to move so he could see the wall easily. So I don't have that much counter space. I'm in an apartment, and I put the toaster in my oven because there's not really anywhere else to put it. So I'm like, I'll put it in the oven until the guy leaves, then I'll take it out of the oven, just get out of the way. Well, the guy comes, I go on my computer, go about some work, and then he comes and does his thing, and then like an hour later, he's been gone now. I start getting hungry. And you got to keep in mind, like, I don't really ever go out to eat. Maybe in the last 3 years, I've gone out to eat less than 5 times. I cook my own meals every night, like 99.9% of the time, so it's just routine. I start getting hungry around 4 o'clock. I turn the oven on because I generally cook in the oven. So I don't think about it. I get up, I go to the oven, I turn the oven on, I go back to my computer, keep working on some stuff, and 15, 20 minutes goes by when usually the oven's done heating up, and I notice there's a weird smoky smell in the house, but it's not too bad. I go to the kitchen, it's getting a lot worse. I could see a little flame, a little flicker of fire through that oven window. I'm like, bro, what the frick is going on? There's that fire. I look a little closer through the window. It's on fire. I think to myself, dude, it must be some of the oil in there. Sometimes I cook with a lot of oil. Maybe the oil caught on fire finally. Sometimes I hear it splatter. This time it might have caught on fire. So I think to myself, do I open the oven to see what's going on in there? I don't want to let the fire out. I think about it for a minute, and I decide I got to open up the oven at least slightly to assess the situation. I open it up slightly. I see the freaking toaster's in there. I forgot to take the toaster out. This toaster is on fire in my oven. So then I close the oven, and I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, there's a literal fire. This thing is on fire, like fire going in the oven. What do I do? So I leave it for a minute or two, and I think about it, and I look at it again. I'm like, dude, this thing's not going out. I turned the oven off like immediately when it first started getting smoky. Well, long story short, I decide to try putting the fire out with water, but I'm nervous to open the oven door to put the water on the fire because think about it like this. If there's a fire in a toaster, if there's a toaster on fire in your oven, it's a really awkward angle to throw water on that. You don't want to open the oven door too much because the fire might get out of the oven. But if you don't open the oven door enough, you literally won't have the angle to throw the fire on it properly. But then my I had a moment of rare intelligence for me where I realized some of the smoke was coming out of the burner on top of the oven. And so I realized there's probably some sort of opening under the burner that goes into the oven. So I pour some of the water into the burner. Sure enough, it went from the burner down to the oven. I didn't have to open the oven door, and the fire went out. But yeah, I got to clean out my oven. Oh yeah, so that's another thing now. On top of everything else, I got a whole mess in my oven to clean out. I cleaned it out a little bit yesterday, but like, dude, it's still real bad in there. I got some cleaning supplies coming from online from Amazon, so it's been a bit of a week, guys. So thank you for understanding. And hopefully production will be better this coming week. But yeah, that's what's going on. I also got a haircut appointment coming up today, so I wanted to get at least 2 videos done today. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but yeah, let me know what you think about that. Thanks for your time. I hope you got a laugh out of that story. Once again, don't worry about me. Everything is good. It's just like hectic and kind of funny. So again, I hope you got a laugh. See you in the comments and in the next segment.